In my book, it's always pretty tough. This is always fun. Here, carry is more important than rollout. You want to be sure you're as far as possible, and you want the ball to roll onto the green, but you don't want to hit the rough there either, right? So I usually play it more on that side, and I have a bit more like that. See, I could play a better ball, I could play a pin, but that's not the point here. You know, you just want to see where you could go about it. So the win is 3-6. And you're at max, so you don't need any numbers in there. And pull 2.9. Again, I'm doing this quickly. I'm pulling uphill. I should adjust and blah, blah, blah. It's not all that important, but I'm still gonna pull a bit more. 1, 2, 2, 9, 3, 3. 3 is good. Now I lost some distance doing that, and if you want to have it back, you just set yourself on a straight line and bring it back to the max where you want it to be, so it goes as far as you want. And I always like to see if I can bring it, you know, where it's gonna go. Nope, it moved over there. Yep, so that's where you want it. The hell? Okay, now I'm gonna smash that ball. And hopefully roll it onto the green. If not, it's an easy chip, no worries. A bit more sauce, a bit better tail. I could have maybe made it into the hole, but I think we can agree this is good enough. All right, interesting shot here. Straight headwind, a bit of elevation, about 1%. See, that's tricky because it seems like the hole is lower than where you're hitting. But if you take your read here, it's obvious that it's higher. So again, I'm gonna go check my file and see what my notes are about this hole. So 1% elevation, so exactly as I was calling it. So let's work with that. And here, I think I'm gonna do a Hellfire flat, just to show you guys different things. So straight into headwind, a Hellfire shot with some extension in the shot guide is pretty easy to play. It's pretty much right at the tip to the hole. because Hellfire has about 86% of shot view. So against the wind, it's going to get you pretty much exactly where you want to be. So that's the added thing I incorporated, those flat numbers. Those flat numbers are actually the basis of the Z file, the trigonometry that helps you calculate the rollout. It's just where it all started. Those numbers, well, we got them from Fight Club on Facebook. But I think they originate from one shot, from one kill from Whiskey Business, which he is the original numbers guy, from what I understand. So I see it up there. I know it goes a bit further. I'm gonna play it a bit like that. Anyway, we'll have to readjust. So I took down the elevation, but since I'm playing it flat, it doesn't really matter. So from where you set up, when you use the flat numbers, it's not ring to pin, it's a ring from max after setup. So setup is here, and then I'm gonna measure how far I am from max. And it's a 8.8 rings from max. So that's what I'm gonna be working with. So just to illustrate the point here, I took out everything, and it's, sorry, it's not even this one. Oop. The back button could be important if you make mistakes. So see, everything's at 0 now because you don't have any data in the other important categories. You just have those two, and that still gives you the flat numbers you could pull with those numbers, and it's 328 with Hellfire here with a slight elevation. I could correct for that, but I don't think I will. In theory, I should pull a tiny bit less, but I won't bother with that. It's not significant enough. So now making sure I'm right where I want to be. I think the guy disappeared now. See, it's going through and quite high, and I'm sure it continues actually. So I'm gonna take off some of that backspin I just released, and here you go. I'm comfortable with this, maybe a tiny bit less. All right, let's play it this way. Sure, if I make drops, it looks good, but it's more all the purpose of this video is for you guys to see the different ways to play with those with that file. So it's pretty flat, no correction to make here. 328, so 228. Yes, I'm double checking. I'm doubting myself more than ever lately. So, better safe than sorry. Here we go. I'm going to play one more hole and let you guys go with that. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me in the chat. I try to respond.